Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we see the Packers coming out. Their first drive on offense. And at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. The numbers for Jones last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now Brees finding Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
32-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good for us.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Brees going to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now Brees on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tyler Ervin back deep. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's up and good. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints coming back out here on offense, and they are 1-1 on the young season. They had the good win in the opener against Tampa Bay. Stumbled on Monday night, though, in Week 2 without Michael Thomas falling to the Raiders in the opening of their new stadium. And now they could be in danger of falling to 1-2 as they get a very tough Sunday night matchup with the 2-0 Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Complete.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now, Breeze again. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Breeze now on first down. That's caught. The tight end Hill. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
And
now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't...
Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Saints are back within a score.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
And this one through the uprights and good. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 44.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And still fighting. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to
that one goes for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 16.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
down to the 5-yard.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5.
Eluding the pressure. And it's a touchdown for the Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He was
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
a 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7. Breeze. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Good.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze here finding Kamara. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
1-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2 minutes.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he gets it down to the 32.
To Michael Thomas.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he finds Cook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag.
Take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saints have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Green Bay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Rodgers on the keeper.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.